Hey, so today is packing day. My mum is picking me up at 8:30 in the morning to drive to Christchurch. We're going to do a little bit of shopping. She's going to have lunch. She's going to have dinner. I'm going to have shakes. And then tomorrow morning's the procedure, so I'm getting really excited. So I'm getting a gastric sleeve something. And it's been 3 weeks of hell eating. Like, I'm hungry often, and every time I do eat, it's never satisfying. Well, the first week it was satisfying. Lately, it hasn't been at all. Um, yeah, I guess it's just same thing most days, so it's a bit gross for me. And then, so today I'm packing. I have to pack a bag for at the hospital, and then I also have to pack a bag for at my parents because I'm going to stay at my mum's and dad's for probably about 4 or 5 days. I don't know, however long until I feel okay coming home and being able to do stuff. Aiden's volunteered to look after my plants, so hopefully it rains heaps. Yeah, so I planted out 3 more watermelons and 2 pea plants yesterday, and staked out another tomato. I'm doing heaps of washing today. I actually hung a load of washing out in the line, and then like 5 seconds later it started spitting. So I've already pulled that back in. It's gonna have to go in this in this spinner again, and then go into the dryer because even though it's technically sunny today, it keeps raining. It just keeps raining. So sorry, my cat's running around. I have changed my sheets on my bed, remade my bed. So I'm going to sleep in it tonight, but when I come back from the surgery, it's going to be nice and freshly made. I've been charging all my power banks for while I'm in hospital, and yeah, what's the time now? Sorry, I am terrible with. Oh, I can't actually tell what the time is. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. I'm hungry. I was close to heating up some leftovers from last night to eat. Because I'm allowed to have some vegetables and a little bit of protein at dinner time. So I've got some vegetables and a little bit of protein left over from last night. Pudding. Pudding. Yeah. She's all. I think she knows I'm a bit nervous because she's been really clingy today. Really clingy. She's not normally in my face all the time. I realised I brought too much fizzy drink. 3 weeks ago, I brought all I needed for the 3 weeks before the op, and I realise now I've brought too much fizzy drink, so I'll easily be able to pass that on. But I've got to remove it from my sight. Tomorrow while I'm in Christchurch, I want to buy some Lipton's sugar-free peach iced tea. Some of those bottles. It's so dear these days, but it's something I like drinking, so I'll buy a lot of that. Pack and Save over in Christchurch is a lot cheaper than where I live. Where I live, it's $5.50 a bottle, so and I think that's the cheapest I can find it. It's food where I live is absolutely freaking ridiculous. Cost me $5.50 for 6 eggs at the supermarket the other day. No offense, they're not good eggs. I put them up against my parents' eggs, and totally different colour than the yolks and stuff. It's like they're probably barn raised, not free range. So I'm a free ranged girl. I reckon animals shouldn't be locked up. Not like that. Have some freedom. Yeah, so pudding. Food. So yeah, getting a little nervous, so I thought I'd just pop in to say I've decided I don't know. It's good. I've got my backpack, like my tramping backpack. I'm gonna put my clothes in for my mum and dad's, and I've got my laptop bag. I'm gonna be putting all my clothes in for at the hospital because one's a backpack and one's a tramping bag. So yeah, I can't be bothered getting a suitcase or something like that out of the container units. So I'm just using my backpacks. Just love attention. Don't you? Love attention. Oh, neighbour's using a vacuum cleaner. Yeah, so I have to get enough medication for at the hospital. It has to be in original packaging, and I have to grab enough medication for at my parents' house, and enough of food. Like, what I don't fucking know what I'm meant to be doing. I'm gonna grab some I've got miso soup paste. I can have a lot of miso soup. So I've got a seaweed-free miso soup paste because I can't have the seaweed in the next stage of the diet. But I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to have miso soup. So I'm gonna have she's been a weird. So I'm gonna be having probably beef stock soup and miso soup and beef stock soup. I think they said I was allowed to shake still, but then the internet says that you shouldn't. So while I'm over there, I'll get a bit more clarification around that. So it's going to be happening soon. I'm just a little bit nervous, just a little bit excited and nervous. So I've got like 3 loads of washing on the go right now. One's a machine, one's in there waiting to go to the dryer, and one's already in the dryer. Actually, the one in the dryer will be ready. I'll have to go get that in. I'm going to have a really long soak in the bath tonight because it's going to be a while before I can do that again. And I'm a Lush girl. The Lush bubble bars, like $12 or $15 each. I think they've gone up to $15 each. They are so yummy. The blue one's frankincense. It's okay. The orange one is citrus. I love it. I can never find that in stock though. And then there's the purple one, which is the one I'm using lately. I have no clue what flavour it is. It's lovely though. You get like a giant thick head of bubbles all the way across the bath. It's smooth, like you've had oils in it. And then it's also, the water's changed, like if you'd put a bath bomb in it. And so it's beautiful colours, and what's not to love about that? I love them. And it doesn't cost $15 each bath. I literally snap off like a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons worth off of this massive, sorry, you can't see, I don't know, probably about a metric cup worth of bubble thingy. I just get a couple of tablespoons worth out of it, and it's in a block. But so it takes like 6 or 7 lots. So when you think about it, it's $2 for a bath. I'm happy at that. Oh, I love it. Sorry. So yeah, they want me to shower in the morning before I go there as well. So I'll have to have a mock. I don't really want to take all my products and everything over there, and yeah. So I'll probably just have a rinse. I mean, I'm only in the hospital for like 3 days max. 4 days max. How smelly can I get? And yeah, I'm going to get covered in that brown iodine shit. So they'll have to bathe again. Who knows? See, my last surgery, which is the appendicitis one, was like a surprise surgery. Like, I went in at 10 o'clock in the morning to the A&E, and I'm like, I'm dying. And they, 45 minutes later, they were pretty much lecturing me on how they're going to put me out. And they told me that they were going to hold my throat box out. It won't constrict my airway as I'm going under, so that stuff from my stomach doesn't go into my lungs and I asphyxiate from that way, kind of thing. And how they pretty much said that there's no chance of me surviving if I don't have the surgery, because they said my appendix was going to burst. They said if it bursts, there's no chance. They were quite rough with this. There's no chance because of my weight. They said it's lost cause. There's no way they'll be able to clean up inside of me. So if it bursts, I'm dead. So the choice was have the operation, and they said it's very risky. There's a good chance you're going to die. It was do or don't. And it was like, we're doing this now. Are you okay living, pretty much? And so I said, yes, I'm okay living. And so I was not even in the hospital 24 hours later. Like, I was out of the hospital 23 hours and 45 minutes later. Like, I had my scripts and everything, and I was walking out. They didn't even push me out. Anyhow, I got lost in the elevators there, though. It was quite cool. On the way from A&E to the theatre, because the hospital was quite new, they took me in one thingy, and it went down, and then they went out. They're like, okay, wrong place. So they went back in, and then they went somewhere else, went out, and they're like, okay, no, wrong place. Went back in. They went back out, went into a different elevator, went down. And the chick was like, wait, it's new. I don't use this normally. So we got lost. I was fine. At that stage, I was on pretty good in painkillers, so I was fine. And yeah, the operation went fine. They dislocated my shoulder, though. My shoulders pop out really easy. Which is actually, I'm really worried because this is the shoulder they dislocated last time. This one pops out really easy. This one here right now is absolutely munted. It's, all my muscles have been ripped, so I can barely lift it. Dude, I can barely actually twist my arm sometimes on that side. It's a bit munted. Oh, pain. Absolute freaking pain. It's not just in one place too. It's there on the bottom of the joint. It's over the top. Everything. It's bloody annoying. I don't know what I've done to it. I don't even remember doing anything to it. It's just munty. Yes, my last operation I thought went really well. Though, okay, the A&E staff, brilliant. Anaesthetists and staff, brilliant. Surgical staff, brilliant. Aftercare staff, like when I first came out, brilliant. Like 100%, guys, perfect. I then got moved after being, the first couple of hours after waking up. I then got moved. From there downwards, I can't say very good at all. Like, one lady tried to kill me. Like, it was not good. So, so at 11 o'clock, they come in to say the shift change is happening. I'm like, cool. And she said the lady will be through soon and she'll, set you up to go to bed. So the lady went through soon and introduced herself. I said, I'd like to head to bed soon. And she's like, oh, okay, carried on. And about an hour or two later, I buzzed her and I'm like, am I allowed to go to bed now? And she's like, yeah. I said, well, are you going to give me a blanket? Oh, she didn't even fucking realize I didn't even have a blanket on my fucking bed. Like, and I also said, and also, I'm high risk. I was told I needed to have the pressure cuffs on my legs, the ones that go, the ones you hate. But, they stop giving you blood clots and dying in the middle of your sleep when you're at high risk. And they're like, And she goes, oh, well, when was the last time you had painkillers? I'm like, oh, da-da-da time. And she's like, oh, okay, so I'll get you some more. I'm like, yes, please. 5 o'clock-ish that morning, she walks past and sees me. And she's like, oh, shit, I forgot your medication, didn't I? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, you did. So she came back about an hour later with some paracetamol or something. I don't know. And then the nurse turned up at like 8 o'clock with my meds. And so she put them down. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take these ones here. And she's like, no, you take all of them. I'm like, oh, why am I taking that one? And it was metformin at the time. And metformin, I'd asked to be on it. I actually asked to be on it to help with the weight loss. So I am diabetic, but I'm a very unusual diabetic. Pills don't help at all. Diet doesn't even help. My blood sugars through shakes and only protein, like I've had no fucking carbs. None. My blood sugars have been between 8 and 20. 6.1 and 20 something this whole time. How's that diet? How can that be diet controlled? It's not. Yet I'm meant to be diet controlled if I was type 2. So yeah, I take insulin. And like even the questions getting asked to me the other day, oh, you're type 1, aren't you? I'm like, well, not really, no. Oh, are you type 2? I'm like, oh, I'm special. I'm special. I'm very special. Sorry. I don't have either. I have both, but neither. So I do produce some C-peptides. So I do produce some insulin. I don't produce anywhere near enough to be classed as a type 2. But because I do produce some, I'm not type 1. So I've been told you're meant to produce around 2,500 C-peptides in a test. I think my first lot I was like 400 or 500. My second time I've ever had it tested I was like 800. I don't produce enough. I don't know. So I don't produce enough insulin. So I need to have insulin on top just to survive. No matter what I eat, no matter how much I exercise. And just so you know, if I exercise, my blood sugar goes up because I don't produce enough insulin to be able to actually, okay, so it's going to sound weird. When you exercise, your fat cells and all that kind of shit get dissolved and go into energy in your blood. That's how it works. That's how the human body does its thing. It converts food. That food either goes straight into your bloodstream or it goes into fat cells. And then it goes into your blood when you need it. So when you work out, it goes into your blood. That's how you lose weight. That's the whole point of working out for most people, to use up that extra energy. And so it goes into my blood and then it stays in my blood because I have no insulin to get it out of my blood into my muscles where I need it. So when I work out, I get really shaky. I get, I get cunty. Sorry, it's a bad word. I get shitty. I get really shitty. I get nasty. It's part of the illness. It is part of the illness. It's not just my attitude. I need to pee heaps. I'm really thirsty. I get cranky. And I test my blood and I'm like H thing. Because, okay, here's a good example. Years ago I was at the gym. I went in, I was like 6.2 or something. Done half-hour workout, tested my blood and I was 16. And then I did another half-hour workout and I tested my blood and I was 20-something, like 24 or 28 or something. An hour workout made my blood go from like 6 to 28 or something stupid like that. It shouldn't happen. And I hadn't eaten anything. I hadn't taken any insulin. That is just how it works. So I had to take some insulin just to get it down. It sucks. It sucks. So hopefully after the surgery, my body actually starts behaving. I'd like to be able to actually do things normally, like have a meal and get carby and know that in a few hours' time I'm not going to be wanting to drink 15 litres of liquid. I know that's not going to happen for a long time yet though, so I suppose in a way it's going to work because I won't be able to eat big meals. But yeah, so this is rambling. I'm rambling, sorry. So my diabetes sort of is weird. It's really weird. I still do, to get the surgery, I think they put me down as type 2. I don't know if you're allowed to have the surgery if you're type 1. The doctor used to love me. He used to, oh, this is really a ramble now. In my diabetes appointments, he used to always have all the training staff in there, like training nurses or doctors or whomever. And they'll sit there and take notes and do their training thing. And so I'll walk in, he's like, here's Louise's folder, have a read, let me know, diagnose her, what is she? And no matter what they answered, he'll always be like, no. Type 1? No. Type 2? No. He used to love it. I used to play along the whole time, just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I am. So, yeah. I'm really looking forward to having that a bit more under control, because if I don't even know what to test my blood at now. I haven't eaten today, but I have done a little, I've put my washing out and pulled it in because it started raining. Yeah, so I'm packing my bags, cleaning up the house, have to get food together. I am starting to get really nervous. Oh well, I better go, because otherwise I'll just sit here being nervous the whole day. Have a good one. Bye.